Hi guys, we are nice. I'm Ray.
I'm Julien.
Julien, I'm enjoying myself.
Good.
I'm enjoying myself. I really did enjoy the first two movies. The second one being, so far, the best one, I think, of the two that I've seen. First one was good, you know, and I can still see why people were losing their minds back when they first came out, you know. The second movie, to me, was definitely better. I think it had less action. Would I say it was less action than the first one? Or just about the same amount?
I would agree. Just about the same amount.
Just about the same amount, right? Nothing out of the ordinary. We did see some new creatures that were freaking me out, right? That worm, that giant worm. I was like, what the hell was that? Dear Lord. But last we left off, they got Han Solo. There was a betrayal, but Lando didn't really have, I don't think he really had a choice.
Yeah, he didn't.
He really didn't have a choice. I mean, Darth Vader was in his with the dining room.
And there's like multiple Star Destroyers over that were hanging over, so.
You know what I'm saying? And they have, like, whatever they were building, I didn't know like they were building any defenses. They were just building money and whatever they were doing over there in that Cloud City? Was it?
Yeah.
Cloud City.
They were building Atlantic City.
Pretty much. That's what was going on there, right? So we have that.
Infrastructure.
They were torturing the hell out of Han Solo. Was that, whatever that machine was.
Yeah.
But it's funny because the first one they were torturing Princess Leia.
Yep.
Right? They didn't show that. They really didn't show that much either on this guy either. But there's been parts where it's been like, that's pretty dark. That's a little messed up and that still. And it's PG. I'm still not getting with the fact that it's PG. But anyway, I'm looking forward to watching this one. We learn officially, though I already knew, that Darth Vader is Luke's father. I didn't know he lost a hand though. So he did lose a hand. Wasn't aware of that. That was shocking when I saw it. But I'm looking forward to watching the rest of this. This will be the last one from the first trilogy.
Yep.
This is Return of the Jedi. This is episode 6.
Yep.
The new ones that came out, are they 7, 8, 9, or they're...
Yeah, they're 7, 8, 9.
All right.
But we don't talk about them.
Well, we might have to talk about. This might end up leading us to Endor, by the way. Anyway, let's do this. This is Star Wars Return of the Jedi. Let's do this. I wonder why they updated this and they didn't keep the old 20th century like we saw before, I think, the first movie.
I'm not sure. Yeah, I think these are the 97 remakes, or remasters, actually, I should say.
But I'm just saying that the original opening, the old 20th Century Fox,
Yeah.
it has some oh my God, has some character to it. You gotta narrate this. Return of the Jedi. Luke Skywalker has returned to his home planet of Tatooine in his attempt to rescue his friend Han Solo from the clutches of the... Oh, so I was right then. That was kind of right then.
Yeah.
Of the gangster Jabba the Hutt. Okay. It's just, it wasn't that close to him. It was like, well, the planet's big, right?
Yeah.
Little does Luke know that the Galactic Empire has really began constructing on a new armored space station even more deadlier than the first dreaded Death Star, Death Star 2.0. When completed, this ultimate weapon will spell certain doom for the small band of rebels, struggling to restore freedom to the galaxy. We break for no one. We should watch Spaceballs after this.
I would be so down. Love me some Spaceballs.
That's another movie I haven't seen in a long time. But now that I know the 3Ds, I probably get more of the jokes.
Oh, yeah. We should watch it with Gerard, because I don't think Gerard has ever seen Spaceballs.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think he said that he didn't see it.
And now, 40 years later, we get Spaceballs 2, The Quest for More Money.
I am looking forward to watching that. I mean, I just love Mel Brooks. Oh, look at that.
You don't know how loudly I screamed when I heard Rick Moranis is coming back for it.
Who retired?
Yeah.
He retired from movies.
Yeah. Well, yeah, his wife had cancer and he was taking care of his...
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was like really noble reason why he retired from it.
This looks gorgeous. This looks absolutely gorgeous.
Starting our approach, deactivate the security shield.
Ready when we have confirmation of your code trends. Stand by.
The explosion that we saw
Cleared to proceed.
of the Death Star, looked like that should not be there. I don't know what we're looking at. Is that the new one they're building? Because if that's what's left over, there's no way.
They had some scrap, you know?
Get out of here, bro. Dude, that explosion was massive.
They used parts from Gerard's 370Z.
It was also beaming up to shoot. So there you have the energy from that too.
The Lord Vader's shuttle has arrived.
Is that a new shuttle? That wasn't what he was flying last time. He was flying one like one of those little TIE fighter things. It wasn't a TIE fighter, but it looked like a TIE fighter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? So he has a new ship. Something with Dolby Surround, GPS system.
It has a 3-speed massage chair in the back.
Dude, he's so imposing.
I'm here to put you back on schedule.
And are working as fast as they can. I need more men.
tell him when he arrives.
Oh, he's coming? About time.
The Emperor's coming here?
That is correct.
We shall double our efforts.
I hope so, Commander.
So he's dead.
Emperor is not as forgiving.
Forgiving? As forgiving? You're nuts.
I think that the fact that this guy was able to walk away from that.
I would have been like, Vader, honestly, I didn't even apply for this. You just made me get this job. You just appointed me.
Of course.
I've been spending my career's been cleaning toilets.
If you're in the Empire, you want to be like, you don't want to be a foot soldier because they
Oh
could
no,
be
no, I don't want to be that. I
time.
want to be the guy who cleans the toilets.
You don't want to be like an admiral anywhere else that's too high up. You want to be in like this nice middle ground.
People are like, who the hell's Ray? I never heard that name Ray before.
Oh, he's just a lieutenant. Oh, what does he do? He cleans the toilets.
Are you sure this is the right place?
What the hell?
Artu di Toa. Mishka Jabba the Hutt.
Oh, that was frightening.
Sin Artu.
Could you imagine having that on your front door?
Because they would have broke it off.
Junito?
Would have put it until Jehovah's Witnesses knocked on my door. Dude, did they make it to Mordor? Where are they?
Artu, I really don't think we should rush it.
Dude, Artu's crazy. Yo! Was that a giant spider? Oh, I've seen these guys.
Just you deliver.
Oh, they're in this guy's house. This is Jabba's palace.
Yeah.
Which is why he actually took the Jabba.
So that spider leg thing, the lore behind it, I learned about very recently. It's super dark.
Do you wanna where I go?
They're monks
We bring a message to
that
your master,
went to this
Jabba.
palace that's super far out in the galaxy to meditate and whatnot. But in order to be detached more from their flesh,
Gift? What gift?
they surgically remove their brains and put them into those spiders.
Those spiders?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll get to that in a minute. We gotta talk about
It's
that.
super dark.
That's ridiculous. That's crazy.
Instructions are to give it only to Jabba. I'm afraid he's ever so stubborn about these sort of things.
The Book of Boba Fett takes place after this.
Yes.
Because I think somebody there's like two Jabba the Hutt that seem to be in charge. I remember in the book of Boba Fett. I think that's why that's why I was able to recognize those
Gamorrean.
bodyguards. I think.
Yeah. See, this is the Jabba I like because it's like Muppetry.
Good morning.
Was this Jim Henson's work?
Greetings, Exalted One. I know that you are powerful, mighty Jabba. I seek an audience with your greatness to bargain for Solo's life. As a token of my goodwill, I present to you a gift, these two droids.
What did he say?
I mean the same thing. What? What the hell?
This can't be. Artu, you're playing the wrong message.
It's like you sending Gerard and me somewhere and being like, "These are you now, your two children."
He's no Jedi.
They'll be with you for the next 20 years, working for free.
Yeah.
We're doomed.
Solo thought we might get a child.
Oh, so he's keeping it.
Artu, look, and he's still frozen in carbonite.
So Luke graduated to Jedi. Now he's officially a Jedi Knight.
Is it something I did?
That's what he said.
I never
Based
expressed
off
any
of what we've
unhappiness
seen.
with.
That's what he just said, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, how horrid.
Oh no. What are they doing to him?
You are a pro-droid, are you not?
Well, yes.
You got angry with our last droid and disintegrated.
Disintegrate.
Oh my god.
This protocol droid might
It's like
be
robot
useful.
hell.
Artu, don't leave me.
I have need for you on the Master's sail bar.
That poor thing. So why are they torturing that data robot?
Yeah.
That was the same one. That was the same thing with the data robot, right?
Yeah, Gonk droid. Yeah, I don't know. I've never thought about it. I think they're just wanting it for scrap parts at that point. Back to my earlier comment before we started this. This movie did things to me as a child that forever changed my appearances and taste in
The
women.
original movie had this?
Well,
Because that looks so CGI'd.
every iteration I've seen, I should say.
Was he rapping? What's going on?
It's a musical. From now on, it's a musical.
It looks, yeah, if this turns into a musical, I'm done. I'm turning it off. Let me see Jabba start singing. The monsters on this show, or the animals in this movie, excuse me, are absolutely, what the hell? Are absolutely frightening. What the hell did he just eat? Yo. Dude, you just got pushed.
No, Chewbacca. I am your worshipfulness.
Houthis? Like the terrorists?
Hutneys.
Gladly pay you the reward of 25,000. 50,000, no less. What did I say? Why, he must pay 50,000? He's holding a thermal detonator.
I guess he's not playing around, is he? Yeah, that probably gonna die.
Jabba offers a sum of 35.
How did he get captured? I wonder what happened. I'm gonna assume that little guy has some major weapons to bring in Chewbacca like this. Because I've seen Chewbacca hurt people.
I've seen him take off whole arms.
You know? Oh, so this is all fake. This is a setup. You're right, man. These costumes all look like they're like people are suffocating inside these. Honestly, you had to wear those for hours.
Yep.
Sure, it wasn't easy. I mean, though, aesthetically, is fantastic.
So a fun thing is, in a lot of Star Wars games, when you're in Jabba's palace, if you shoot anything, the guards will come out and attack you. It's always a cool Easter egg.
Is that Luke in disguise? I would say that looks heavy. That looks very heavy. How are you gonna carry that?
That's gonna set off like 17 alarms or so. Just.
I guess. Can it fly? You know how Baby Yoda's carriage is like floating?
Oh yeah, it hovers.
This seems pretty easy. Do they explain how much time went in between?
Yes, they will.
You're free as a carbonite.
I can't see.
Your eyesight burned in time.
Dude, shh, be quiet.
Who are you?
I thought it was Luke.
Well,
Gee, but why didn't you take the helmet off from the get-go? Not gonna happen like this.
what's that? I know that laugh.
It's a setup within a setup.
Hey, Jabba, I was just on my way to pay you back. Here, don't be a fool!
You're gonna regret this.
For heaven's sake. Is he in Jabba the Hutt's belly button? You see that? Like he's in his folds or something.
Chewie, is that you? Chewie! What's going on? Luke's crazy.
That's so crazy that he can understand what he's saying. He can't talk English? The Wookiee?
For a little while, everybody gets illusions of grandeur.
Could you imagine just having like a full-on conversation with your dog?
You know? Even when he talks to 3CPO or whatever, or the bots, like, they understand what they're saying. Like, how the hell you understand what he's saying? Beep, 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 beep. Oh, really? She's pregnant? Get out of here.
That's insane.
That's insane.
How'd you hear it? Boop, boop, beep, boop, boop.
I thought she was a Cylon. Dude, this is Luke. Get out of there. Yeah, y'all screwed. Excuse me? Excuse me.
He did what I do with glass sliding doors.
You know? Jabba, you dog.
The things this movie did to me as a child.
I bet.
Taste of women.
I must speak with Jabba.
Jabba no tusen di honkapi.
You will take me to Jabba now. You serve your master well.
Tota valoj.
He ended up being fat in the Book of Boba Fett when he came over to take over.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Master Luke's come to rescue me.
Jabba no pace Luke Skywalker.
Yeah, I was gonna say, why did you let him in?
Jedi mode spion go.
Maya's cool.
You will bring Captain Solo and the Wookiee to me.
Yaku. Tacha Isaki.
For very obvious reasons, this is my favorite original trilogy movie.
You can either profit by this,
in case we hadn't realized.
but I warn you not to underestimate my power.
Kind of feel bad for your mom when she has to do laundry.
Jedi. Tacha Nicho.
Oh, that was smart. Jabba had something like that.
Jedi.
That's so cool. Dude, look at that thing. You mean you had to fight that thing? Dude, those are your people, bro.
If I was against that, I would go into the fetal position. I would just accept my fate.
Oof. Holy sh!
This is a
PG, bro. This is dark. Look at this.
made by the same people that made the Muppets.
Dude, Generation X, man, they were screwed. They were just... What they were showing us. I think he could have reached in and pulled it out. Look at his hands. I mean, look at this.
That's a good point. I didn't even think about that. But it's much more threatening to see it.
Well, yeah, it's kind of a draw power.
Also, studio budgets, you know?
Yeah, I wish you would have mentioned that. Like, wonder what the budget was for the first, second, and third movie separately. Dude, you need your lightsaber for this, man. Oh. He killed it? Oh, boy. You the caretaker? Oh, oh no. Oh, no.
This had to be such a fun movie to act on.
It looks like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But poor guy. Neo.
Together again, huh? Where's Leia?
I'm here.
But you are to be terminated immediately. Taken to the Dune Sea, the nesting place of the Dalek. His belly, new definition of pain, slowly digested 1,000 years.
Let's pass on that. You should have bargained.
Yeah, Johnny.
They're gonna have to work. That thing has to work on his metabolism. It takes 1,000 years to digest.
The gas you must get.
Oof. Buffalo is very popular in Tatooine.
Well, the blue milk it produces must be a delicacy.
If there was ever a story that should be written, would be like, how the heck did Jabba become who he is? His big ass. Like, where is he stealing from? How is he committing crime? What did he do to get in that position? And that's Jabba's palace.
Just stick close to Chewie and
You know?
What are you doing here? They're going to execute Master Luke.
So somebody told me, and I don't know if it's true, but they used to sell an actual life-size R2-D2 with the drink bar, and it will go around your house and like
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, but it's like now really expensive. But I would love to have one.
I remember working at Blockbuster. We had a big R2-D2 that was part of the marketing promotion. We put it up the next day. Somebody stole it. It was big.
The almighty Sarlacc will die honorably. Jabba the Hutt will now listen to your plea.
Jedi.
Slimy piece of worm-rid. You'll get no such pleasure from us, right?
It's your last chance. Free us or die.
That is horrifying.
There goes my boy.
No.
Wilhelm scream.
Oh, that's cool. Is he from Mandalore as well? Well, that's just the outfit he's wearing. He is from Mandalore. That's what that symbol is, isn't it?
Yeah, the mythosaur. That is a mythosaur.
This thing is eating well tonight. Jesus.
I think I read its thoughts, and please send more.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie to you. This would have been great for a nip slip right here.
You're absolutely right, though.
She's that strong. Oh, she killed him.
What a weird dildo.
She killed him?
I mean, she choked him out with the chain.
It was a chain.
Grab me, Chewie! I'm slipping!
How convenient. I think gonna slip in. Jesus. Yeah, Luke went in there like, you motherfucker.
Gently now.
Sick of your nonsense.
You ever seen The Warriors? Here's mine.
Yeah, really? With the Vapor Furies.
Give me the gun! Oh, wait, I thought you were flying! Pulse up!
Brought to you by Colt 45.
Oh, we gotta get out of here.
Not my eyes! Stop!
Oh my God. Jesus. 3CPO has gotten the worst out of in each movie so far.
Do you ever wonder how many bolts and screws they have to replace until it's a brand new C3PO?
Yeah, I don't think they probably stored just for him. Gotta go to Radio Shack back. Oh, that's that fake hand.
Not too ready to be carried over.
After you just messed up, just threw him in there like that. Dun, 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 dun. Boba Fett fell in there.
Yeah.
Which explains why in the show he was digging out of that mess and then whatever.
Yep.
The Alliance should be assembled.
But they messed that storyline up.
They really messed it up.
I owe you one.
They could have done so great with it.
With some good fellas in
That's
space.
right, Art. Going to the Dagobah system.
Yep. Or some Godfather in space type.
We're going back to the Dagobah system? Isn't that what Yoda's at?
I have a promise to keep to an old friend.
All right, so what was the timeline then? If he became... All right, a lot's happened. They're fixing this machine up, the Death Star. Or, no, this is the second one. They said they're building a new one. The opening credits said they work on a new one. So is it a new Death Star?
That's why when you said the Death Star 2.0, I had this face like, oh, well, yeah.
That's what he said. And then when I was reading the credits.
Yeah.
That's dope. That's scary and dope. This is His Highness?
Rise, my friend.
The Death Star will be completed.
Done well, Lord Vader. I wish to continue your search, Skywalker.
Well, that's his son.
Time he will seek you out. Bring him before me. Burn him to the dark side. Everything is proceeding foreseen.
You know, not thinking about it, I'm surprised Disney said, you know what, let's reboot it.
Oh, God, no.
The first 3 movies. The first original trilogy.
I would have gone ballistic.
Tom Holland as Luke Skywalker.
Look, I so old, young.
Of course not.
Yes, I do. Sick have I become. Old and weak. When 900 years old, you were not.
What? Wasn't he 800? Now he's 900?
Yes.
When he first met him in here, last movie, he said 800.
I thought he said over 800.
Master Yoda, you can't
Like
die.
as an estimate.
I think I'll check.
Strong am I, but not that strong. Twilight is upon me.
Pull my finger. I don't want to see Yoda die. You think he'll die in this?
The way of the Force.
But I need your help.
No more training do you require. Already know you have that which you need.
Then I am a Jedi.
Not yet. One thing remains. You must confront Vader.
To become a Jedi?
Only then a Jedi will you be.
Master Yoda, is Vader my father?
Rest thy need.
Man. Just pick a match and throw him up. Wake up. Tell me what's going on.
Your father is.
Okay, well, he made it. He confirmed it.
Told you, did he?
Yes.
Unexpected this is. And unfortunate.
Again, no offense. I've seen the Skywalker fight.
No.
I don't know if he could beat Vader. I mean, eventually I guess he's going to do it, but...
That incomplete was your training. Not ready for the burden.
I'm sorry.
A Jedi strength.
Dude's 900 years old and way past his bedtime.
Wait, yeah, stop talking to him.
You keep waking him up.
Give me porridge. He should be on an IV right now. Honestly.
Anger, you start down the dark path. Will it dominate your destiny? No, do not underestimate the powers of the Emperor. When gone am I, the last of the Jedi, will your force once fought in your family pass on what you have learned. There is another sky.
There is? Oh, he said that in the other movie. He said, he did say it. Oh, Skywalker.
That's like hearing from your grandfather. The 10 million is.
Really? The winning lottery ticket. I put it. What you dad? Did he die? He did die. These Jedis die very weirdly. I'm not gonna lie, they don't die like regular people, bro. They just vanish.
Saves on funeral costs.
I guess you have to worry about burning them up and making matches, no urn. But it's not death. I wouldn't call that death, is it? Right? That's like more of a transition.
I can't do it, R2. I can't go on alone.
Yoda will always be with you.
Obi-Wan.
That's how you need to come back to me. Like if anything ever happened to you.
In a robe?
Yeah.
Vader betrayed my father.
He ceased to be Anakin Skywalker, good man whose father was destroyed. Luke, you're going to find that many of the truth depend greatly on our own point. Your father was already a great pilot, to train him as a Jedi.
There is still good in him.
He's more machine now, twisted and evil.
I can't do it, Ben.
Cannot escape your destiny.
I can't kill my own father.
Then the Emperor has already won.
Yoda spoke of another.
Your twin sister.
No.
To protect you both hidden from your father, the Emperor knew if Anakin were to have any offspring, they would be a threat. Sister remains safe and anonymous.
Who was Anakin messing around with?
Leia's my sister.
Sight serves you well.
I forgot how soon they admit that.
Weren't they making out?
Do you credit?
She kissed him in front of Han Solo.
Yeah, that's something that the fandom gripes with a lot for good reason, obviously.
Dude, I would have never thought it was her. Because they made out. They were making out. Ugh. No, so I guess people can't complain about Game of Thrones then. I mean, they shouldn't.
I think those are two very different extremities.
No, it's just as dark.
Over the Battle of Tanab. I didn't know they were looking for somebody to lead. Surprised they didn't ask you to do it. You're the respect, remember?
Lando got swag, bro. Only one who's wearing a cape. Well, I thought those guys are there.
The Emperor's made a critical error. Data brought to us by the Bothan spies, the weapon systems of this Death Star, with the Imperial fleet spread throughout the galaxy. But most important of all, we've learned that the Emperor himself, final stages of the construction of this Death.
Then it's time to hit. You gotta hit hard.
Many Bothans die.
Bothans?
The Death Star orbiting the forest, although the weapon.
Do you think he has an allergic reaction to marinara sauce?
The Death Star does have.
I think he needs to be in the water. If not, he's gonna die.
It is protected by an energy shield.
I was like, his name was Akbar.
If any attack is to be attempted,
Isn't that part of that battle cry when you're in Afghanistan, or?
Create a perimeter.
Right?
While the fighters has volunteered to lead the fighter attack.
So same thing again? They gotta shoot in the same spot again?
Different spot, because it's more open.
We have stolen a small Imperial shuttle.
If you redesign this, you should have did a better job.
Secret Imperial code will land on the moon.
That guy's hair is matted down.
Dude, that's a helmet.
General Solo, is your strike team assembled?
I don't have a command crew. That's one.
Count me in.
I'm with you too.
Back up.
What is it?
Before you kiss me.
Luke.
Hi, I'm Chewie.
Well, she doesn't know either then. That would make sense why she kissed him. So yeah, but before they start getting more intimate, they better start letting them know what's going on. Luke, use the Force. No, wait!
I want you to take her. You need all the help you can get. All right, old buddy. I'll take good care of her.
Be a hard time for me to give up the pilot seat. On my ride like this, my whip.
Not a scratch. Would you get going, you pirate? Good luck. You too.
We're gonna hit this now. This is pretty fast.
I mean, if you find the information just then.
Well, yeah, you want to hit it right away.
Yeah.
The Empire had Wookiees in mind when they designed her, Chewie.
You do want a plan too. You want to do a good plan. Yeah, bro, I feel you.
You awake?
Like I'm not gonna see her again.
Oh, I hope not. Oh, they blow that thing. I'm gonna be upset.
Let's move.
This piece of junk can do.
All set.
Here we go again.
Hang on.
Star Wars the reboot. Pedro Pascal as the Emperor.
Kevin Hart as Luke Skywalker.
Jack Black as 3CPO, as R2D2.
There it will stay.
Helen Mirren as Princess Leia.
Forts of the rebel fleet massing near Sullust.
At this point, she could play the Emperor.
And Vin Diesel as Han Solo.
The young Skywalker will be one of us. Go out to the command ship and await my order.
I wonder why they want him to join so bad. At this point, they should just kill him. If he's the last Jedi, why would you keep him around? You already got Darth. That's my 2 cents.
I'm gonna have to get out of here pretty quick, Chewie.
We have you on our screen now.
Requesting deactivation.
Transmit to the clearance code.
Now we find out if that code is worth the price.
It'll work. I don't know.
Where is that shuttle going?
Parts and technical Forest Moon.
Do they have a code clearance?
I was about to clear them. I shouldn't have come.
Come on, let's keep a little optimism.
You're doing that, somehow Michael's getting choked all the way over.
The wrong person. Gerard.
No.
They're levitating too. Their wives are freaking out.
As you wish, my lord.
They're not going for it, Chewie.
Shuttle Tidarium. The shield will commence immediately.
I told you it's gonna work.
Yeah, sure you did. This came out in 83, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
It was 77, like every 3 years.
Funny story. The original theatrical release, when they
I
put
told
it
you it was
on
dangerous here.
Laserdisc, there was apparently a scene that had been lost for the last 40 years.
Really?
I have not seen that edition because it's only on Laserdisc. For some reason, they just forgot the scene existed entirely, and they didn't transfer it over to other digital media.
Should we try
So we
and
have a
go
new
around?
edition coming up soon then, I guess?
Maybe. Most likely.
Nothing if they see us.
Chewie and I'll take care. There might be more of them out there. It's me.
All right, I'm going to assume they filmed in California because like redwoods to me.
No, they filmed this. They filmed this at Disneyland.
No, them trees. Dude, he slapped the crap out of him.
Come on.
He pimp slapped him.
Is that a crossbow? He just shot him with a crossbow.
Over there! More of them!
I see them.
Wait! Hey, wait!
I'm almost sure that I played a video game where you drive one of these things.
Star Wars Arcade.
Jam their comlink. Center
This was
switch.
one of the missions.
Dude, I would hit a tree so fast. Oof.
Move closer.
Can't you use the force and just flip them out?
That would be me. It's called brain damage.
Dude, I'll be AWOL at that point. Take my helmet off and I won't even return.
My helmet will be infused with my head. I'll be walking around going...
Look how cool this looks now.
Keep on that one. I'll take these two.
I love the speeder designs.
The sound engineering is amazing.
Yeah. And I know you're a huge audiophile like I am.
I love,
That's why I'm always surprised. I was always surprised when you said you've never seen Star Wars, because I'm like, really?
Dude, but again, it's in everything we see. You know what I mean?
True.
Like I know the story without knowing this, without knowing it, kind of.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus! Didn't that thing have like a warning on it, or some sensors to let you know what you want to hit?
Too much money in the budget for that.
There's a lot of death traps. Though they go pretty fast though. It probably have some nerdy spec out there somewhere you can find out what the speed of this thing is and.
Oh, 100%. This is what Disney should have made into a ride.
Into a bumper car ride.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh no. I would have fell off after the first flip. That guy kept spinning. He kept holding that death grip on that thing.
You've heard of death wobbles on motorcycles. Now get death spirals.
General Solo, somebody's coming. Oh,
Luke! Where's Leia?
We got separated.
We'll meet at the shield generator.
don't worry, Master Luke. And you said it was pretty here.
Know what I think it is? It sure is. Yep. Ewoks.
You think their meat is gamey?
Cut it out!
Like if you ate one of them, how would it taste? Stringy?
Probably gamey.
I'm I'm not gonna hurt you. Looks like I'm stuck here. Trouble is that
Again, are these little people? Are these children
you can help me.
in these suits? That looks hot as heck, though.
Especially in the dry
I
forest.
promise I won't hurt you.
Or I guess humid, because there's moss there, so it's probably really humid.
Something to eat? That's right. Come on. Look, it's a hat. You're a jittery little thing, aren't you? What is it?
I thought they killed it. I was like, oh no.
It's a PG movie, man. They're not gonna just randomly kill a...
The heck are you talking about?
Freeze! Come on, get up. Go get your ride and take her back to base.
Damn. They're not gonna kill nobody in P-13.
Let's get out of here.
It seems a bit more childish, this movie, than the other two.
Yeah.
Maybe not childish, but the Q factor has been,
increased
quite a bit in this movie.
Yeah.
Told you to remain on the ship.
A small rebel penetrated the shield.
Yes, I know.
My son is with them.
Are you sure?
Those Endor, where they were at just now?
Endor.
Oh, Endor.
Strange that I have not. I wonder if your feelings on this matter.
They are clear.
Then you must go to the sanctuary.
He will come to me.
He will come to you. Bring him before me.
As you wish.
I need a chair like that. Put it right here.
They have them in Disney. It's actually really comfortable. It's also $6,000. But it's still really comfortable.
It's all right. That's how money I could buy a kid's coffin.
Yeah.
Oh, Master Luke.
With my discount, give or take like $100 off. So
There's two more wrecked speeders back there.
Something.
2 sensors confined us of Princess Leia.
I hope she's all right. What, Chewie?
The Christmas movie is with these Ewoks.
I think so.
What the heck?
I haven't seen it in a hot minute.
Hey, I don't get it. It's just a dead animal.
Wait, don't!
All right, Chewie's stupid.
Nice work.
Well, I have a lightsaber. You can cut this down.
Always thinking with your stomach.
Figure out a way to get out of this thing. My lightsaber. Yeah.
See, R2's always prepared. He's the MacGyver of this movie.
He really is.
Who put that there, though? Oh, never mind.
That's gonna be horrifying, by the way. And could you imagine just a bunch of dwarves with like
why isn't Luke just is beyond me?
Oh, somebody does that eventually.
Point that thing someplace else.
Don't. Chewie, give him your crossbow.
Oh, my head.
I love that Chewie has a crossbow that shoots lasers.
And it explodes?
That's so dope.
Yeah.
To 3CPO? Are they bowing down to him? What's going on?
It's what happened to Rigel the 16th of
Rigel.
Kyneria.
Do you understand anything they're saying?
I don't remember how it goes.
What are you telling them?
Hello, I think. They think I am God.
Why don't you use divine influence?
That just wouldn't be proper.
Proper? My mistake. It's an old friend of mine.
It's like tapping Michael.
Jabba.
Tapping Michael on the knee and then suddenly Maui just going out of your throat. Ooga booga!
They must have been making a lot of money in the first two movies that they decided to go full family like for this movie.
Well, I mean, given where we're at in life and how big Star Wars is, yeah, I think they made a killer.
Yeah, they sure did.
And that's not even counting like the merchandise sales, probably.
This also reminds me of Moana. I want to find those coconut people. You know, something like that.
Yeah.
What did he say?
Yes, you are to be the main course at a banquet.
Great.
Leia.
She cleaned up nicely.
Royal Highness.
But these are my friends.
Doo-ka-doo-ka-doo.
They must be set free.
I gotta set that as my ringtone for somebody.
You should.
I got the feeling that didn't help us.
Tell them if they don't do as you wish. Magic. Just tell them.
Toronto gosh!
Hey, yo, for real?
Boom! They didn't believe me, just as I said they would.
But why would they believe that he's a god then? I'll be screaming, I told ya! I warned you! Give me all your firstborns.
Have you seen that one prank of they're like in a cafe in New York and this girl just throws tables away because the tables are hooked onto things? Like she starts screaming and just throws tables everywhere.
No, I haven't seen that yet. Show me that. Show me that video.
It's so funny.
Oh, I think he hates me.
I'm not gonna lie. Let me see some guy floating at his chair. I'll be bowing down real quick too. I'll be like,
or running the heck out of there.
Don't kill me. I'm okay.
Thanks, dude.
I never knew I had it in me. Chana ma puatas, Korwe Manokutu, Batata Rondi, Os Michi and Jedi Nobi.
That one that's smoking hash must be really, really zoinked.
To gosh, Master Luke had chimney.
I didn't know he came with his own sound effects. His own soundboard.
What are you talking about? This is Fluffy before he became famous.
I guess.
Gubusalek. Oh. Kini chatu tomo manet.
What's going on?
Ling-a-ling-a-ling. So that was too much fun.
They're starting a rave.
It's house music.
What I always wanted. Short help's better than no help at all, Chewie.
He says the scouts are going to show us the quickest.
We need some fresh supplies, too.
Kyoto, but
Yeah, will ya? I haven't got all day.
Luke, what's wrong?
Do you remember your mother?
She died when I was very young.
What do you remember?
Images, really.
Tell me.
Do we find out eventually who the mom is?
Very beautiful, kind. But
Or that's like still like lost in lore and
why are you asking me
I have no memory of my mother. I never knew her.
We may get an answer later on.
that? Luke, tell me, what's troubling you?
that you're my sister and I made out with you.
Vader's here.
How do you know?
He's come for me. He can feel when I'm near. Endangering the group. I have to face him.
Why?
He's my father.
And yours too.
If I don't make it back, you're the only hope.
You have a power I don't understand.
You have that power too. You'll learn to use it as I have.
That was my question. I was about to ask you, does she get powers too? I guess she does.
Father has it. I have it. My sister has it. Yes, it's you, Leia.
That's exactly what was going through my head.
Somehow, I've always known.
And you kissed the man?
Luke, run away. If he can feel your presence.
You've always been strong.
Why must you confront him?
There is good in him. I felt it. I can save him. I can turn him back.
I wonder why he has to fight Vader to become a Jedi.
Hey, what's going on?
Like of all things. I mean, that's a hell of a test.
Yeah.
Just want to be alone for a little while.
Come on, tell me, what's going on?
I can't tell you.
Could you tell Luke? Is that who you could tell?
Dog, she just found out her real father killed her whole entire civil.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's pretty heavy. That's some heavy stuff. And you just found out your brother is.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Hold me.
Let's not forget she lost the whole planet a little while ago. I hate those things. This is
so impractical.
It really is. Did Vader just get on one? I hope not. I want to maintain my respect for him.
The rebel that surrendered to us. I request permission to further search.
Good work, Commander. Conduct your search.
Yes, my lord.
The Emperor expecting you.
I've accepted the truth that you were once Anakin.
No longer has any meaning for me.
I know there is good in you. That was why you couldn't destroy me. That's why you won't bring me to your Emperor now.
So try me, boy.
Your skills are complete. You are powerful.
Come with me.
Obi-Wan's thought as you the power of the Dark Bay, my master.
And you'll be forced to kill me. Search your feelings, Father. Let go of your hate.
It is too late, son. The Emperor will show you
how the story would have changed, bro, if Vader joined the rebellion.
Totally different.
Would have been a whole different, completely different story, guys.
At what point, like is it post killing all of those people on Alderaan, or like prior to?
I mean, like a huge redemption story, a big arc.
That would be a big mountain to overpass. He's in the rebellion meeting. They're all like, "Didn't he kill like millions of people?"
And like he becomes a farmer. He's hiding it. Done with that type of life.
A man of your skills, farming.
Wants to live in peace. There are times when Vader's talking, and I still hear that
The main entrance to the control
thing. Which I got questions about that.
Hey, don't worry. A lot of places more heavily guarded.
Yep, no.
What's he saying?
There's a secret inside of the ring.
That's not what he said. I heard something about Nookie. I heard Nookie in there somewhere.
I heard the S and it became Snooki. I think he's gonna watch Jersey Shore.
Is it an alternative? Am I wrong?
Yes, there is an alternative comic series, actually. I love the comics.
Admiral, we're in position.
Proceed with the countdown.
Akbar.
Troops assume attack coordinates.
Let that shield down on time. Be the shortest offensive of all time.
Prepare to jump into hyperspace.
I think he said, oh crap. Oh crap. Oh crap. They're here. That's dope. Dude, that has to be California.
I think it actually is. I'm
Right? Because those are redwoods.
I know the Lucasfilm farm is actually based out of California, so it would make sense.
It's only a few guards.
Nago,
Takes one to sound the alarm.
Do it real quiet.
the Princess Leia. Early companion has been thinking rather rash.
Oh, no.
There goes our surprise attack.
Look, over there!
Oh no. He's about to die.
Not bad for a little furball. You stay here. We'll take care of this.
We shall stay here.
Now they can shoot.
And that's how Tarzan began.
Hey!
Damn.
Full of bullet holes.
Welcome, young Skywalker. Guards, leave us. I'm looking forward in your training. Call me Master.
Now, if you don't put some lotion on.
He a little too ashy, huh?
Very ashy.
My young Jedi, you who are mistaken.
His lightsaber.
Much like your father can never be turned. So will it be with you.
Soon I'll be dead, you with me.
The imminent attack of your rebel. We are quite sick of your friend.
Your overconfidence is your weakness.
Your faith in your friends, yours.
It is pointless, my son.
Your friend, up there on the sanctuary. It was I who allowed the lion. It is quite safe, pitiful little. Pray the deflector shield when your friend arrives.
Quickly.
The fleet will be here any moment.
Chargers, come on.
They'll be captured. Wait, come back. Stay with me.
Free.
You rebel scum.
Red leader standing by.
Green leader standing by.
What are those?
I think those are called B-wings, if I remember correctly.
We're reading on that shield, up or down. They be jamming us if they don't know if we're coming.
The shield is still up.
I get no reading.
Craft, pull up.
Green group, stay across the holding sector.
We have enemy ships in sector 27.
It's a trap.
That's that thing.
Accelerate to attack.
Copy, gold leader.
See for yourself. You will witness final destruction. End of your rebellion. You want this. The hate is swelling. Use it. I am unarmed. Give in to your...
Don't fall for that trick.
Make yourself more my servant. No. It is unavoidable. It is your destiny. Like your father, mine.
They can both team up on him at this point, right? I mean, between Vader and Luke. I mean, I don't think that, unless he's that bad a badass. Oof, dude, they lost his war.
All right, move it.
Hello, I say over there.
Down here. Let's go.
R2, are you sure this was a good idea?
Don't move.
We surrender.
If I was Vader, I would space all these stormtroopers. I mean, when the Ewoks are taking them out like this, it's embarrassing.
All I'm saying is welcome to space Vietnam, okay?
Yeah, pretty much, right?
They're coming from the trees. Could you imagine being a superior fighting force and then getting an arrow straight in your neck? Like, you have a blaster, you have really strong armor,
or you've been fighting wars for the last 20 years,
and you died to a teddy bear.
You survived this to get there and get killed by a teddy bear.
Build-A-Bear killed you.
Build-A-Bear killed you. It's embarrassing. No wonder Vader's full of hate. What the hell? Dude, that was Aang. The last Airbender's here. Oh, they got his ass. What were they thinking?
David and Goliath type.
Coach Chain, we need R2. We need you at the bunker right away.
Going? What do you mean you're going? No, wait. This is no time.
Dude, they're losing to medieval technology. Dude. Oh, run! Well, you know what? I gotta give it to them now. They are pretty brave.
Yeah.
Three from above. Got it.
World War II.
Cut to the left. I'll take the leader. They're heading for the medical frigate.
I wonder where those Star Destroyers are waiting.
We're in attack position now, sir.
Oh, they're gonna blow up the planet.
I have my orders from the Emperor himself. We only need to keep him from escaping.
Your friends have faith. Now witness the firepower battle station. Fire at will, Commander.
Fire.
Oh, damn.
That blast came from the Death Star.
I thought that was coming from... I think they destroy planets.
They can destroy planets.
Turret, all craft prepare to retreat. We have no choice, General.
And we'll have that shield down.
We're coming.
Then these two droids be getting it, bro. They're taking more damage than anybody else.
I suppose I got hardwire this thing.
Oh, they're dead.
This is a PG movie, but
This is hard. They killed the...
I forgot about the scene.
They killed him, right? Yeah, he's dead. Dude, if I was a kid, I would have been crying. I would say, no.
As close as you can, point blank range.
We won't last long against Star Destroyers.
And we might just take a few of them with us.
What was that? What were you saying about being
And a Batman symbol, so that?
Yeah.
What was what?
What was that about? Not being competent enough to be stormtroopers?
And your friends on the Endor.
On the ground, those stormtroopers are the worst.
There is.
Yeah.
Everybody else seems to get the job done together.
Your lion will die, as will your friend. God can feel your anger.
All right, calm down back there, homie, you creep.
Take your weapon. Down with all your hatred. Dark side complete.
A little sadistic.
PG movie.
I think he had him. Whether for dad getting in the way.
Yep.
What? What's going on?
Get him off of that.
You've been seeing these cute little teddy bears. Suddenly you see a 7-foot bear.
7-foot monster. And they know how to operate this thing. I guess they do. How that happened? Dude, just shooting everything.
Could you imagine being one of those guys running away, seeing these little teddy bears celebrating as your friends are all dying?
Just jump out. Oof. I'm telling you, they're the absolute worst.
The psychological torture I would be going through with this.
Like, Ray, do you want to join the stormtroopers? No. Oof. What's happening? Yeah, going back to my comment that you know was cutting me off. The stormtroopers are they're a mess.
I think I got it.
I think that's the first time we actually see somebody get shot by a stormtrooper besides Luke.
Oh dear.
Or actually, he didn't get shot by a stormtrooper. He got shot in the hand by a pirate.
I love you.
Hands up! Stand up!
And now what?
Stay back.
But Chewie?
Get down here. She's on.
I got him here.
All right, now this is what I want to see. Oh!
That's the second time he's gotten kicked by Luke like that, by the way.
Use your aggressive feeling. Let the hate flow.
Stop calling me boy. I'm a man.
Obi-Wan has taught you well.
I will not fight you, Father.
You are unwise for your defenses.
I wish I could do that without slipping my back.
I feel the good in you.
There's no conflict.
Couldn't bring yourself to kill me.
You underestimate the power of Darth. You will meet your destiny.
Good.
Watch out, squad at .06.
Good shot, Red Tooth.
The thing about the G-forces got to be crazy flying these things around like this in the middle of battle.
Yeah.
You know, buddy, don't let me down.
It's over, Commander. We need reinforcements to continue.
Open the back door, sir.
Throw me another charge.
You cannot hide, Luke.
I will not fight you.
Give yourself to the Dark. Your thoughts betray you. Feelings for them are strong, especially for sister.
He knew?
Your feelings have now betrayed her. Obi-Wan was wise. Now his failure not turn to the Dark. Then perhaps she...
I think having Leia join the dark side would be a very hard thing to do after blowing up our planet.
Yeah.
Epic.
I love John Williams.
Vader, you threatened the wrong person. Oh, he cut his hand off too. Revenge. He's been disarmed.
Good. Hate has made you powerful. Fulfill your destiny, my side.
Never. I'll never turn to the dark side.
That was expensive, man.
I know. Didn't you put it together?
You failed, Your Highness. I am a Jedi, like my father before me.
So be it.
Seems a little angry.
So he's gonna come over with his own lightsaber and kick his ass right now?
The shield is down.
We're on our way. I told you they'd do it.
If you will not turn, destroy. Young fool, and understand. Your feeble skill, dark side. You have paid the price for. Now, young Sky.
It's a PG movie.
You will die.
It's pretty dark to let his son get killed like this in a torturous way. So he still. Oh, that's pretty cool. The skull, that was dope. Well, was he that powerful? Dear Lord. That's actually pretty powerful. He jumped in to save his kid. So, what was the Emperor more stronger than Vader? Because Vader looked like he could have killed this guy anytime he wanted to.
Here goes nothing.
Your silence is deafening, sir.
Now lock onto the strongest.
It's hard to say, is my answer.
We could run out of space real fast.
That's the guy who's a badass. He's like the Red Baron of the fleet.
Yeah.
A few of those TIE fighters to follow you.
What? Why now?
It was too close.
You've got to give those fighters more time.
Sir, intensify forward firepower!
Oh, I think that whole thing out?
What an
that
unlucky
kamikaze?
shot.
Oh, that looks like a dagger. On the Death Star?
I mean, with how big it is, it probably has a
The gravity, yeah. You guys don't notice what's going on?
I think most of them saw him go into the room with the Emperor and is now carrying a dying Vader and
And no one's paying attention.
And nobody sees the Emperor. I'm pretty sure they're horrified of him.
This mask off.
But you'll die.
Nothing can stop that now. Just for once, let me look on you, my own eyes.
That should be Chris Pratt.
Channing Tatum.
Channing Tatum. Oh, dear Lord. Smiling?
go, son. Leave me.
No. You're coming with me. I'll not leave you here. I've got to save you.
You're ready, Luke.
Oh.
You were right about me. Tell your sister you were right.
Father, I won't leave you.
I think you have no choice. It's so cool and sad at the same time. Wow, I didn't know that. Oh, that's crazy.
There it is.
Go for the power regulator on the North Tower.
I'm already on my way out.
That's the reactor? Yep, never mind.
Away from the Death Star.
Dude, depending on the explosion, there should be nothing left. Yeah.
Yeah. That was Seth Rogen's role in this movie.
What's about to say is really?
I'm sure Luke wasn't on that thing when it blew.
He wasn't. I could feel it.
You love him,
No, she. Well, yeah, but not the way you think.
don't you?
Yes.
I understand. When he comes back, I won't get in the way.
It's not like that at all. He's my brother.
But I saw you kiss him.
That's what that face is.
You're nasty. I don't want to be with you now. No, you're not the type of woman I want to be with. I'm tasting your brother.
Why do I taste meal now?
I'm tasting Luke and Darth. And this is Endor? Wow, this is how he goes, huh? Damn. That's some shit. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yep.
I would have thought it was like a sword fight that took him down. Like Luke was gonna beat him in a sword fight in the lightsaber. I did not expect any of this, which is great.
Yeah, this feels more powerful.
Yeah, this is a better ending.
Yeah.
If anything, I think it saved the movie. I gotta talk to you about what I feel about this movie.
Okay. So a lot of these are like added scenes.
See, where are we?
Post-production.
New York? Added scenes, like recent added scenes?
Yeah, like in the remaster, they added these extra scenes in. That's why you can kind of notice the CGI differences.
Yeah, there's a lot of CGI.
Yeah.
In this one than the other two.
Yeah.
Because even the band that was singing in Jabba's palace, that looked completely CGI. You know, like that must have been added in because I thought they did it in the 80s. That and looked that good. That's morbid.
I'm not gonna lie, if I lost that battle, immediately taking off like my helmet, my clothes, putting on dead rebel clothes, and I'm just joining the party at that point.
Yeah, for real. Wasn't Darth Vader an asshole? I'm glad you killed him.
Yeah, right? Guy killed my admiral 3 times.
He destroyed 4 million people on a planet.
I was up next for promotion. I was scared out of my life.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome. Isn't that the new one?
Yeah, that was another thing that they did, that they changed.
That's pretty cool. They did that. All right. All right, so we are done with the first trilogy of Star Wars. This one seemed a bit more Hollywood than the other two.
Yeah.
You know, it felt very well, I guess cliche in the sense where it really, again, early on, it felt like the bad guys weren't a threat as much until the Emperor showed up.
Yeah.
And that fight up there in the space, I like that. But the ground battle, I wasn't crazy about. It felt very childish. It felt like they were trying to get, the family involved and stuff. And don't get me wrong, had I seen this when they came out in '83, I was 10 years old, I would have ate this up.
Yeah.
With no problem whatsoever. But now that I'm older and I'm watching it, it still has elements of what the story is trying to do.
Yeah.
With the added foolishness, I think. Well, is it foolishness? Should I say foolishness? It felt more, when you're watching anime and you're watching a good anime and the story's is really a mature story, and then suddenly you see this goofy thing that went off over here.
Yeah.
Because it's typical of some animes.
Yeah.
And it just takes you out of the moment.
And that was the Ewoks.
And that was the Ewoks for me. They were taking me out the moment because I was like,
You are echoing a major thing of the hand.
Am I really?
Yeah, everybody agrees that the Ewoks really took away from the story in a way.
100%. I was enjoying it until the Ewoks showed up.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, oh, okay, this is a kiddie hour, right?
Yeah.
And it was that because, boy, how incompetent really are these stormtroopers?
Very apparently. You know? In the original trilogy, very, but like
how the hell do these people do what was it? Order 66, right? That's what it's called?
Yeah.
How did they pull it off? Explain to me how they killed the Jedis. In those 3 movies? Nah. No way. No, after seeing how long? What's the time period between these movies and what took place during Order 66?
23 years.
23 years. So Yoda's dying.
Yeah.
You got Obi-Wan Kenobi over here. Dad going off the Emperor. They took out a lot of. I'm assuming that what this army, the Emperor and these people took out a big chunk of Jedi's, if not all of them, leaving behind just Yoda and Obi-Wan Kenobi. With that army, get out of here. You know what I mean? So if that's the stories, that's the plot, I really think that the Ewoks was a big strike.
Yeah.
You know, I haven't seen them. Do they appear again later on in the future movies? Well, you know what? Don't tell me. I'll wait. But anyway, it was like every time they appear, it was a cuteness to it, but that had to be for the kids. So if I went to the movies and I brought my girls over when they were younger, they would have ate that up too, and they would have lost their mind when they saw one of them being dead. Oh, yeah. You know, that was almost the Atreyu losing my horse over despair moment. You know what I mean?
Taking out Old Yeller.
Dude, they were killing these Generation X kids. Look what we were dealing with, bro. Because I mean, looking at that, right, and it's okay, fine. Again, if I was a kid, I'll be on into it. But as an adult, I'm like, I want to know more. I want to know more about. I would have loved it more had they put more of Vader and Luke in this movie and see more of that battle taking place. Because I even think the fight scene didn't even last as long as the first time around. The first time around when they fought, I thought it was a bit longer. This one, they were coming in and out a couple times. You know?
Yeah, it was that back and forth playback.
And at the same time, I would have liked to have seen them like using the Force in that fight and throwing like he did that last time. When he fought Luke the first time, he was just throwing stuff at him. You know what I mean? Like that's a strategy. If I'm fighting, like use this to block, use this to move around.
Dirty. He was
being dirty, playing like, you pig, you bitch, pop, pop, pop. That ain't happened this time around. You know? And how powerful was the Emperor?
I mean, pretty dang powerful. If you could see him explode in a vent.
Yeah, but Vader did. Just throw him down a hole, you know. Hey, Kobe, just throw his ass. He was yeeted.
Yeah.
That's how the Emperor died. He was yeeted.
I echo your own concerns and kind of opinions with the movie. As a kid, I loved it. Growing up more and more, it's kind of why I distanced myself from the movies because it became too kiddish for me. And there's also like 3 other movies that are going to be vastly different with new technology that we.
Well, 6 more, right? Because there's the. All right. I kind of feel if I'm gonna do it, I should do the whole thing. That's what I'm thinking. That way, I could be as angry as you guys are. You know?
Oh, trust me, you're furious.
I'm already a little angry because of this movie. I like the movie. The movie had potential. The movie had a lot of things going for it. I think the fact that we got to see Darth Vader remove his helmet, which is mind blowing that happened. I had no idea that was gonna happen. So he took his helmet off, and he went to the good side. He protected his son. That was a powerful moment.
Yeah.
You know, so I can see why people like again. He would have been the bad guy the whole time. And like I told you, I was talking about the other day, last time. It's like the fact that Vader is the bad guy and his presence is so bad, and then all of a sudden you see that he still has something for his son, possibly his daughter, which he didn't. Like he was holding that in, but I didn't understand what the Emperor was saying, where you have to kill. If you kill, you're going to the dark side. It's automatic. You tell me that the other Jedi's never killed before?
Well, it was just the way that he was doing it, out of anger. He wanted him to go into anger and be blinded by that rage, if you look at it.
But instead of, when he swung at the Emperor, I wouldn't call that rage. They're already fighting. They're already attacking. They're already attacking the planet. They're attacking the space. It only makes sense that you're going to attack the Emperor. I don't think that was an anger. That's just, we got to get rid of you.
Possibly, but as you see Luke fighting Vader, if you look at his face and how he's fighting, he's really putting the power into it. Like, he's not holding back. He's pissed at this point. So he's feeding into that anger, and it's making him stronger.
And this asshole's feeling it. Oh, I feel your anger, whatever.
Yeah, and we already know what Yoda said about the dark side, that it's seductive. As soon as you start that fall, it eats you in, which we also go back to the whole thing of like size matters not. You'll find help anywhere, and that's what plays into the Ewoks, or so George Lucas wanted. And something that you can kind of see throughout this movie that I'm just now realizing after seeing this movie countless times is the confliction with Vader. Because from the beginning, we even said it, when Vader sees the failure of that one guy, he doesn't kill him. That was the first time he didn't kill somebody on screen.
You're right.
And then we keep seeing him having this compassion for people
from the get-go,
and seeing that apologies were taken and stuff like that.
I don't know if I care about that though. I don't feel like that wasn't him in the first 2 movies. He was ruthless in the first 2 movies.
Yeah, but he didn't know he had a son. He had no confirmation about his son, and then son pops up.
Then how did he know that was his son? What did he do to find out? Because he was close to him, he felt the
power of the Force.
What is the Force? Is the Force like mana? Is it like the way we know magic in D&D, or is it something completely?
It's more omniscient than mana, to be honest with you. It's something that's like,
because to me it feels like there's wizards.
It's more like ki mixed with mana in a way. Like you have these feelings of things.
But the Emperor was shooting lightning bolts from his hands.
Yeah.
That came from
mana.
Right? Oh, that part of the Force?
Yeah, that's part of the Force, which is wild.
All right, the Force needs to be. There needs to be an explanation of exactly what the Force does, because I'm over here like that seems to be more like a what do you call that? What do you call that thing when in the movies when they have a thing that you're following? Kind of like the suitcase in Reservoir Dogs, or in there's a name for that.
I know what you're talking about.
Well, anyway.
Yes.
I don't know if that's true or not. If the Force is supposed to be that a MacGuffin. Is the Force supposed to be a MacGuffin?
Explain that term to me.
A MacGuffin is something that's not intricate. Well, no, it wouldn't be, because it's very important to the story.
Yeah.
Like usually, it's a MacGuffin is something in a movie or a story. It's a device that people use that you want to put your attention on. That's important. Again, going back to Pulp Fiction. In Pulp Fiction, there was the suitcase that was going to Marcellus that they were looking for this whatever. That's a MacGuffin.
Yeah, I got you.
You know, so but it wouldn't be that because it's a bit more intricate into the story with the training, the using of it, and it wouldn't fall in that category.
And Obi-Wan in like the episode 4, he does mention that the Force is everywhere and in everything. It's something that gives life, but it also can be corrupted. So it goes back to that whole entire thing.
So it's a life force, of some sort.
It's like something like that.
Okay.
I'm trying to explain as much as I can without like.
No, because I'm just wondering how that would taint you into being into the dark side. What will bring you to the dark side? Like, what do you have to do to be? What's the difference between a Jedi and Darth Vader, for that matter, or Darth Maul, for that matter? Because I guess Darth is the title then.
Yes, that I can. Yeah.
Okay, so you have Darth Vader, Darth Maul, and who knows how many other countless Darth do we know that exist. And my question is, do you have to do acts of evil for it to automatically become you have the dark side power?
Everybody has the potential to do evil. It's just doing the choice of continuing to do evil is what I'll say to that.
And then you will be enticed by the dark side because it's calling you with all this evilness you're doing.
It's like a drug. Like as soon as you get the first licking of it, you're gonna keep wanting to use it because it's easier.
If you think about it, that's probably very scary though, bro.
Yeah, 100%.
You know, if that really existed, you know, I think people would be easily go to the dark side. Which they had to keep that quiet.
Yeah.
All right, well, at least in the beginning of the movie where they're gonna free Han Solo.
Yeah.
Right? There, it felt also kind of childish. Because a lot of the aliens there, they're like cartoonish. They look very cartoonish. Like that one little rat thing that Jabba had his foot, just laughing on that. You know what I'm saying? And then you had those two pig, like.
Yeah.
So it looks very cartoonish.
Yeah.
So again, this movie of the 3 was really more to get the kids involved, you know, or to sell more merchandise, I guess, maybe, you know. I felt that way, and I really think it hurt the story a bit because they had a good story here and a very good ending, very powerful ending. But those small things, like, I had to go through that just to get to this here, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that part, what I had to go through wasn't as enjoyable, as happy as I was from watching the last part of the movie, which is fantastic. So again, yeah, how can you compare an Ewok when you're gonna take Vader's helmet off? You know what I'm saying? Hey, like he's gonna like do something good for the first time, kill the Emperor, and then I blink and there's an Ewok in front of me. You know what I'm saying? It's jarring.
It is.
It's just jarring between both. It didn't even feel balanced.
Yeah.
You know?
It's funny. I'm thinking about it now. Like just taking off the helmet, but there's an Ewok face on.
Oh my God! Can you imagine? That would have been like his dad with an Ewok the whole time, or what do you call it, a Wookiee? You know? But
that would have been great.
And I'm actually really sad that he died. that Darth Vader eventually died. I would have loved him. He would escape somehow.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
a lot of people have that same echoing of like when they first viewed the movie. It happened to me too. Like when I first saw it, I was like, "Oh man, you know how cool it would have been that he stayed on, like took on the rest of the Empire."
But if you ending the story like they did here, like this ended the story.
Yes.
It wasn't until the late '90s that Star Wars came out again. So had you ended these 3 movies right here, that's it. You didn't need no more. It would have been perfect.
Yeah, but there were still people that were asking all those questions like you are. So
but I'm sure there was an answer through books. There's a lot of books and stuff. Like, if I go to Barnes and Nobles or Books a Million, the wall that says Star Wars is a lot.
Yeah.
So there's other media of doing it.
Which sucks though because Disney, like a large portion of what was set canon, Disney just took, grabbed a trash can and threw it in there.
Well, the first 3 movies, the first 3 that came out after this, was that Disney?
No, that was not Disney.
That was Lucas.
You're talking about the prequels, right?
The prequels.
Yeah, that was Lucas.
All right.
Disney did.
So that's why people like you are okay with it because Lucas, it's his story.
Yeah.
And then we go to Disney, and Disney just
completely messes it up. Yeah, I mean.
But I also remember people not liking the prequels. You know, I remember the complaints I've heard from people like, I especially was one character, the animated character that I said was a racist character. You know what I'm talking about?
I know.
I don't know his name, but
about.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I knew a few.
He had a weird way of talking.
Yeah.
I guess he was like supposed to be the new Yoda. I guess I don't know, man. But I remember people hating him and his story and hating these prequels.
Yeah.
Didn't they hate the guy?
Yes, they hated quite a few things, but it's more of like now that my generation is adults, there's a much bigger following for it and much more love towards it because of the nostalgia factor and also that there was some internal back-end conflicts and stuff like that kind of messed with tweaking. So that's kind of what happened to it with like studio interference and stuff like that. But it does hold up for its time compared to what we have nowadays.
I will say this though, at least in the trilogy, the beginning trilogy, what I've seen, I did like. I enjoyed it. I really do believe that Star Wars is a very important movie for the sci-fi genre.
Yeah.
All right. I know people say it's a fantasy sci-fi. Yeah, that's true. I believe that. I mean, absolutely fantasy sci-fi. But is it really fantasy sci-fi? Because what? So what? Darth Vader does this and something goes flying. Didn't Lita do the same thing in Babylon 5? What would you call that? That's a sense of magic too.
Yeah.
Right? Because she was physically moving stuff around and hurt people, and one of that falls. For those people who are calling this fantasy sci-fi, is that for the same way? Like, for example, I'm saying that only because Star Trek, you don't see that shit. At least I haven't seen that shit.
Not yet.
In the Star Trek I saw, I haven't seen that craziness. The only crazy thing I've seen has been that the room they go to and they can like do a whole, like they can go to the beach on the ship.
Yeah.
You know?
I remember what you're talking about.
So I think that Star Trek will win in this case, the Star Trek Star Wars battle. I'm only saying that because I remember one of the directors who did movies back in the 90s called Clerks. He did the new He-Man. Now I remember his name. Anyway, I remember in the movie Clerks, there were discussions about Star Wars fans and Star Trek fans and how Star Trek fans were inferior to Star Wars fans in that sense.
Yeah.
And story-wise, and I would have to give it to Star Trek. In terms of like the realism, the science behind that. I would think Star Trek is hard science.
Yeah.
Compared to Star Wars.
Yeah.
Right? Because you were learning about, they've discussed about the planet's gases or... We lost it again. We're still recording though. But we lost the gases. No, we lost the gases. This planet has this gas or has this water. Like it breaks down the science of what they're doing.
Yeah, it's a very in-depth science, whereas Star Wars is more...
It's all the Force.
Yeah.
And everything else, well, people already know how it works.
It's a mysticism.
It's mysticism.
Yeah.
Right? So, in that sense, I would give that argument. And again, just going off the first 3 movies I just saw here for Star Wars. But I'm not taking away from Star Wars because as I'm looking at it, I'm like, wow, this is... I'm watching stuff from the 70s, 80s, and this looks like it could have came out this year. Like, it still holds up.
Yeah.
Visually, it holds up. But then again, you also told me that it had a bunch of remakes and remastered and whatnot, which is fine. The story and the visuals, I think, hold up very well. And maybe it was. Maybe you had to do that. I wouldn't mind watching the original copy of Star Wars
on Laserdisc,
on VHS, anything, you know, to see how it looks to compare. But I guess I could do it on YouTube too.
Yeah.
Right?
They have like side by sides that you can watch.
But I absolutely enjoyed it so much. So I'm glad I got to do it with you.
I'm glad we got to do it too.
That was a lot of fun. Sorry the internet crapped out towards the end of the movie.
It's fine.
But that was a lot of fun, and I really did enjoy that. There was some I didn't know that Darth Vader
died. Yeah.
I didn't know he took his helmet off. I didn't know he made amends with his son. I didn't know that, what's her name? That's nothing. They were brothers and sisters. You know, like, what the hell? You know,
that jarring moment for you. Fantastic to watch firsthand.
So there's a lot going on. So yeah, I can see why people wanted more stuff 17 years later. But 17 years, I'm sure there's a lot of books, even fan fiction maybe, you know, maybe not canon, but there's a lot of stuff in these 3 movies to definitely go out and make some banger stuff.
I can tell you multiple comics where they take away the whole entire childish element and they go deep and dark.
Well, this is what threw me off was the book of Boba Fett. Because they had those 5 kids with 5 different color motorcycles that look like the Power Rangers coming. You know what I'm saying? I understand Disney's doing this. Disney should have took this product and put it on Hulu instead of under the name Disney. And kept it dark, kept it strong, kept it going. They had something. They messed this up, boy. They really dropped the ball here.
And you haven't even seen it yet.
I haven't seen. Well, I'm going by what you guys are saying, you know, because there's so much potential here.
Yeah.
You know, here I'm like 30 years later. People been talking about this for years. I'm over here like, oh, look what I figured out.
I finally understand.
Maybe I should just stop talking. I'm like a fool over here. But anyway, that was a lot of fun, and I'm glad I can say I've seen Star Wars.
Yeah.
3 movies.
I can't wait to start the prequel trilogy with you, though, because that is my childhood, and that's where I have a lot of love. But I'm not going to lie to you. I am very jaded towards it.
Okay.
So
I'm going to keep an open mind like I've been in these 3 movies. I'll keep an open mind about how it goes off. Because I don't know, I just need to know. I feel like I need to know. Even though you don't want me to watch all 9.
Well, I definitely want you to watch the next 3.
The next 3, yeah, we're definitely going to watch the next 3.
And also...
but now I'm more interested now. I'm finally interested in... if I'm going to learn more about politics through the cartoons and why the Emperor was doing what he's doing and what everybody was doing what they were doing and...
Andor and Clone Wars.
Yeah, I want to watch them.
Andor is fantastic.
Okay.
I can tell you that 100%. Clone Wars is great, but it is also down that childish hole because it was on Cartoon Network. But it does explain the politics in depth.
My only fear that if I do the Clone Wars and watch the Clone Wars with you, that there might be a lot of filler episodes. Because that looks like it was made for kids, not really for people like you.
Yeah, there is. That's why I was saying...
is there a watch order for that?
There is a watch order. Actually, there's like a master watch order where it takes out... the 2 first seasons, because the 2 first seasons originally was supposed to be an anthropology series because they didn't have the budget for it, and Lucas was in between this thing of, is he going to sell Star Wars, is he going to keep it, and stuff was happening with his family where I think somebody unfortunately had cancer, so he needed cash on hand, so it was just between this and that, but he stood on as a consultant, and Dave Filoni did most of the directing for it. But everything after season 3 is an actual storyline plot line that gaps episode 2 to episode 3.
Well, guys, let us know. Let me know. I would put in the comments section. Should we just watch it and skip the first 2 seasons, or should we watch the beginning? I don't want to watch it. You know, if it's gonna be a kid thing, like kiddie thing, like.
Let's definitely.
Don't get me wrong. I do like kiddie stuff. Not that I don't like kiddie stuff, you know.
Yeah.
But I'm not. That's not the reason why I want to watch the show.
Yeah.
I'm watching the show because
you want the back.
I need more of the backstory right now.
Yeah.
You know. So I might end up. Anyway, you guys recommend any books to read after this? Like after watching the original trilogies.
Dark Empire.
Dark Empire.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. We'll talk because. You know me, bro. I average between 40 to 50 books a year.
Oh, yeah, I know.
You know, so I'm constantly reading something. I will eat those up. But anyway, guys, listen. If you like what we're doing, please hit the like button, subscribe button, guys. That was fun. If you was with us through the journey of these 3 movies, I had a ball watching this with you guys. You know, this was it opened my mind, opened my eyes to what the Star Wars world. I do understand the hype now a bit more than before. Looking forward to watching more of this, and it holds up. It really does hold up well.
Yeah.
You know, for a modern audience, these 3 movies, I thought they were great. You know, and no time throughout the movie was I feeling like, oh, this feels outdated.
Yeah.
I didn't feel that way at all, you know, so I thought this was excellent, you know. Well, anyway, guys, if you like what we're doing, hit the like button, subscribe button, guys. This movie will be available on our Patreon, unedited, for $3 a month. You'll find the link in the description below, guys, for our Patreon. There you'll find every other movie and shows we've done before on our channel. Again, check it out, $3 a month. I think it's a pretty good deal. We also have a merchandise store where we sell hats and hoodies. We sell pretty good stuff on there. Again, the link in the description below, guys. Listen, that was a lot of fun. Thanks for hanging out. Again, if you're with us from the very first movie to the trilogy, let me know in the comment section. I want to know all your thoughts about these movies. If you think I'm wrong, am I right? Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? What books do you recommend? And what order should we watch? What should be the next thing we watch? Should we watch the movies or should we watch the Clone Wars? Let us know. Anyway, guys, listen. Thanks for hanging out with us. We are R Knights. I'm Ray.
I'm Julien.
Guys, we'll see you soon.
Peace.
Take care.